Hey guys, this is Johnny FD. A lot of people have been asking me what is the best business model to get in 2017, and I still recommend dropshipping. The reason why I always tell not everybody, but most people why dropshipping is the best first business to get into, especially if you want to be eventually a digital nomad or location independent, is going to be for the following reasons. And in this video, I'm going to share with you both the pros and the cons because it's not perfect and there are definitely a lot of downsides to it. So I'm going to tell you exactly who dropshipping is for, who should avoid it, and kind of your master game plan if you do decide to go this route. So I made this video as an accompaniment to my blog post. If you go to johnnyfd.com, I have a post called who should get into dropshipping in 2017, and this video is going to be both embedded in there to follow along, but also it's going to be for my YouTube fans who are listening. Thank you guys for subscribing to give you guys kind of the latest info in 2017. So real quick, what is dropshipping? It is a way where you can sell physical goods online without having inventory. So for example, this microphone, these office chairs that we're sitting with, like this TV stand, any of these things that you might be, buying somewhere, you can sell it online in your store without physically buying that item first or needing to ship it. And the reason why I know this works is because I built all my stores while I was traveling. So I'm here in Chiang Mai, Thailand right now, and this is where I built my very first store exactly 3 years ago. I never had to see any of the inventory, never had to buy anything up front. So why is it good and why is it bad? Okay, so the main benefit of it is because it is a physical product that you can see, you can touch, you can hold, and your customer can as well. Not necessarily that you have to go handle it, but it's a real product. It's a very tangible product in your mind. Unlike a digital product or a piece of software or service, where because it's not really something that you can know. Like if I pointed at, let's say, this chair right here, and I said, what is this office chair worth? How much can you sell this for? You'll have a pretty good idea in your mind. Maybe it's $99, maybe it's $199, whatever it is, that has intrinsic value. That is the cheapest that you're gonna get it, whether you go down to Office Depot, if you go down to Costco, you go to a furniture store, it is worth at least that much money. So if somebody buys it and you ship it to them and they get it, they're happy and you are happy that you sold it. Now, I want you to think of a service product or a software product. What do you charge per hour? So even for my coaching calls, if someone wants to hop on Skype with me, I'm currently charging $175 an hour. That's probably going to go up as I get more busy, but it also started a lot lower. How did I pick that number? It was like out of thin air. I'm like, what is my time currently worth? What is your time currently worth for, let's say, an ebook you wrote or a piece of software that you created? How do you actually know what is that worth, and do you actually feel comfortable charging that much for it if you've never done it before? Physical products, everybody knows what it's worth, and you in your soul, even if you've never had a business before, even if you are not an entrepreneur by blood, even if you've never owned a business before, I can sell this chair for what it is valued at if someone's going to buy it in a store. And that is key. And I don't know if most people understand that, but if you don't feel comfortable selling a product and you don't really know what it's worth, it is literally impossible to sell. And this is why most startups will fail. Most software businesses will fail. Most people that write an ebook never get it off the ground. It's because it's just, do I charge 99 cents for it or do I charge $599, which can range from everywhere. And here's the hard truth, guys. If you cannot sell somebody this conference table or that office chair, there is no way in hell that you'll be able to sell them a digital product that is digitally downloadable, that's in the cloud, that they can't even hold or touch. Let me repeat that. If you cannot sell somebody this $200 chair, which is clearly worth $200, there is no way in hell you'll be able to sell them a $200 ebook or software service or anything that they cannot physically receive and hold. And that is the number one reason why I tell everyone to start your first business with e-commerce where people are receiving a physical item. So why dropshipping then? Why not things like Amazon FBA or another way to sell physical goods online? So FBA is actually a very, very good business model. And I know a lot of friends who are making a lot of money with it. The reason why I recommend most people not to start with it is most people don't have the commitment of putting $10,000 and 6 months into starting that business. Yes, you can technically do it for maybe $3,000-$4,000 worth of inventory just by a very small amount of units. So Amazon FBA, if you guys aren't familiar, is fulfilled by Amazon. When you order physical goods and you send it into Amazon, and they warehouse it for you and they ship it out. So even though you are paying for the inventory up front, at least you don't have to deal with the shipping of it or the customer service or the returns. So it can be location dependent. I have plenty of friends who are traveling in Thailand and other places who are also doing FBA. The biggest difference would be the price point. So things like this, a water bottle, not a branded water bottle, but a private label one from China, or let's say a coffee mug, or even actually this padded microphone case. These would actually be things that would sell really well on Amazon because they're lightweight, they're cheap. You could probably get this case for 75 cents or less, and you can sell it for maybe, let's say, $10 or $20, and maybe the same with some of these bottles. In FBA, the reason why you need the price point so low is for two reasons. One is because you need to buy all the items up front, so you need to spend quite a bit of money in inventory to have it up front. But second, you need to give a lot of products away either at a discount or for free to get those reviews, because without reviews on Amazon, your product just won't sell. The reason why I personally do not sell on Amazon, and I don't recommend it for most people getting started, is because unless you are willing to spend $10,000 in inventory up front and do it correctly, also have enough inventory so you don't run out, but also be able to really just jump in with 2 feet, and you're willing to reinvest all of your profits for the first 6 months to grow it and scale it, most people will not be successful with FBA unless they're going that route. There are very, very few people who can kind of like tooth and claw or get lucky and kind of make their way up. For example, things that you can do to save time would be not order a sample and just kind of assume this will be fine, and you just send 500 units over to Amazon, or you even send 100 units over to Amazon and just kind of hope they'll sell out with no problems and everything's fine. But for most people, you're going to have to send a sample to you, make sure it's good, send it back and forth a few times, order at least 1,000 units so you don't run out if it does start selling. And then you want to be able to give away 100 or 200 units at your cost. So it is a great business model for people who want to get into physical products. I do agree, whether you get into Amazon FBA or dropshipping, they are both a million times better for somebody just starting out who's just a new entrepreneur or a new business owner to get into. Personally, I'd be happy if you do either. And as an affiliate for both programs, if you want to go on travellikeabosspodcast.com, I've done interviews with course owners for both Amazon FBA courses as well as dropshipping courses. So if you want to do me a favor, and when you sign up for any of these courses, or you do any of the, if you end up going any of these routes, you can give me credit for referring you by clicking one of my affiliate links. So that being said, I don't really care which course you go through, which method you go through, because as long as I continue kind of delivering value and having these interviews and having these links on my blog, I can technically promote anything. I can also promote a SaaS course, a software as a service course, or a coding bootcamp. I have a big enough audience now where it doesn't matter what route I go. People are happy to have me as their affiliate because I give them a lot of customers. So that has nothing to do with my recommendation. The reason why, even in 2017, even though it's been now 3 or almost 4 years, I still recommend dropshipping is because not only has it worked for me personally, but I have had so many friends that it's worked for. So if you have any questions, I would love to do a follow-up Q&A video. Leave a comment below or the YouTube channel and give me your questions. I'm happy to answer them. But 2017, 100% start with e-commerce, start with some type of physical product. And if you are like most people, start with dropshipping, read the blog post for more information. I'll see you guys in the next video.